Hi friends, welcome to Money Sorcery channel. At any point of time if you feel this video is valuable for you, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more updates. So let us quickly discuss today's market updates. BSE Sensex is up by 1330 points, that is 1.68%, and settled at 80,436 points. Nifty 50 is up by 397 points, that is 1.65%, and settled at 24,541 points. Bank Nifty is up by 789 points, that is 1.59%, and settled at 50,516 points. Nifty Mid Cap 100 Index is up by 1,108 points, that is 1.96%, and settled at 57,656 points. Nifty Small Cap 100 Index is up by 349 points, that is 1.93%, and settled at 18,436 points. Ambuja Cements Limited, a subsidiary of Adani Cement, has completed its acquisition of Pena Cement Industries Limited as of 16 August 2024, the company said in an exchange filing. With this acquisition, Pena Cement has officially become a subsidiary of Ambuja Cements, bolstering its capacity and market presence, particularly in southern India, and marking a significant milestone in Adani Group's strategic expansion in the cement sector. Ambuja Cements' board of directors had approved the acquisition of 100% stake in Pena Cement at an enterprise value of 10,422 crore rupees. This move aligns with Ambuja's ambitious goal of reaching a cement production capacity of 140 million tons per annum (MTPA) by 2028, further establishing its position as a leading player in India's cement industry. The Defence Ministry is set to ink an estimated 21,000 crore rupees deal to acquire jet engines for its Su-30 MKI fighter fleet. The engines will be made in India from the raw material stage by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, and will replace older engines that are coming to the end of their service life. The order for about 230 engines will be placed in the coming days, with deliveries to take place over the next few years, said people familiar with the matter. The total requirement of the UL-31FP engines is close to 950 as they power the entire fleet of the twin-engine Su-30 MKI fighter, they said. With this positive news, stock surged up in today's session. Shares of Central Depository Services Limited ended 9.5% higher in Friday's trading session and have gained in 3 out of the 4 trading sessions of this truncated week. Buying interest in the depository services provider is increasing as the record date to avail the bonus shares draws closer. CDSL had earlier declared a bonus issue of 1:1, meaning the eligible shareholders will be entitled to 1 free share for every 1 share held. Record date for the bonus issue has been fixed as 24 August 2024. Ashapuri Gold Ornament Limited has won the order worth 105 crore rupees, while the company's market cap is 244 crore rupees. With this positive news, stock price locked in upper circuit. Palm oil prices hit a 1-week high due to rising demand from India, signaling a positive uptick in market activity. With this positive news, Adani Wilmar stock surged up in today's session at 12:50 p.m. Brigade Enterprises surged up in today's session after the company announced that it has collaborated with UpCoffee to establish outlets across its commercial office spaces in Bengaluru. Through this partnership, UpCoffee will open 6 outlets within Brigade properties, enhancing the cafe experience for tenants and visitors alike. The UpCoffee will introduce technology-enabled, novel brewing methods to guarantee a combination of consistent quality and quick service, specifically designed for busy professionals and visitors in our premises. The Karnataka government recently issued a directive suspending all transactions with the State Bank of India, SBI, and Punjab National Bank, PNB, amid serious allegations of misuse of government funds. The order, approved by Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, was issued by the Karnataka Finance Department. It directed all the departments, boards, corporations, public sector units, and universities to immediately close their accounts with these banks and recover any deposits held. No further deposits or investments will be permitted in these banks due to allegations of fund misappropriation, according to the order. SBI and PNB response: as the matter is currently sub judice, we are unable to provide any specific comments at this time. However, we remain in ongoing discussions with the government of Karnataka to resolve the issue amicably, the SBI statement said. PNB echoed the same sentiment. The bank is committed to an amicable resolution of the matter and is in discussions with the government of Karnataka, it said. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for more updates.